morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. A new opinion poll shows broad public support for farmers' demands amid wider dissatisfaction with the country's direction. The survey, conducted by Metro Analysis, found that 81% of respondents consider the farmers' demands justified. Support cuts across all political affiliations, although resistance is stronger among center-right and right-wing voters. Even in those groups, a significant share still views the claims as legitimate. The poll also reflects broader public discontent. 71% of respondents believe the country is heading in the wrong direction, while 20% say it is moving in the right one. Nearly half say their personal financial situation has worsened over the past year, and 49% expect further deterioration. Concerns about institutions and corruption feature predominantly, cited by 22% and 19% of respondents respectively as major national problems. Against this backdrop, 72% express a negative view of the government's performance, while Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis also receives predominantly negative ratings. International media are praising a new sponsorship agreement between Evangelos Marinakis and the Hellenic Olympic Committee to renovate the Panathinaik Stadium. Evangelos Marinakis, through Capital Maritime and Trading Corporation, will become the gold sponsor of the committee and fund the complete renovation of the stadium, known locally as the Kalimarmaro. Outlets described it as opening a new chapter for one of the world's most historic sporting venues. The goal is to upgrade the venue so it can host international track and field competitions at Diamond League level. The works include the installation of a new tartar track that meets international standards and the replacement of the lighting system with LED technology designed to highlight the stadium and reduce energy use. The project also includes new architectural lighting for the stadium to create a nighttime pathway for visitors. In its official announcement, the Hellenic Olympic Committee expressed pride and gratitude for the sponsorship, thanking Evangelos Marinakis for his contribution and stating that the renovation will return the Panathinaik Stadium to its original sporting purpose and strengthen its role in international athletics. Greece has recorded the second fastest growth in card usage among European Union member states over the past decade, according to a study by the Foundation for Economic and Industrial Research. Between 2015 and 2024, card transactions in Greece increased roughly 25-fold in volume and 10-fold in value. Factors driving this growth include the 2014 capital controls, policies promoting electronic payments, the COVID-19 pandemic, and administrative measures linking point-of-scale terminals to the tax authority in 2024. Online payments grew strongly during the pandemic and remain high, with the share of online transactions rising from less than 1 in 5 before the pandemic to roughly 1 in 2 after it. Card usage is increasingly common for smaller in-person purchases, while higher value payments remain mostly online. In 2022, domestic card payments exceeded cash withdrawals for the first time. The study also found that card use in services has grown faster than in goods, now representing more than 40% of digital payments, reflecting the broader shift in consumer spending patterns. Greek shoppers are facing higher costs for the holiday season as prices for Christmas staples continue to rise. According to the Institute of Commerce and Services of the Hellenic Confederation of Commerce and Entrepreneurship, a traditional Christmas dinner for 6 is expected to cost between 112 and 160 euros, up to 7% higher than last year. Meat prices saw the largest increases, with lamb up 18%, beef rising nearly 17%, and turkey up 11%. Prices for beer, wine, and traditional sweets also increased, but at a slower pace. Inflation is driving consumers to set strict budgets. Surveys show half of Greek shoppers plan to look for cheaper products, 40% will cut overall spending, 30% will seek discounts, and 20% intend to buy lower-cost gifts. The Piraeus Chamber of Commerce and Industry reports that most consumers expect to spend between 100 and 500 euros this season, with spending divided among clothing and footwear, toys and technology, and gifts. Athens Metro Line 4 is moving closer to completion as the tunnel boring machine known as Athena nears the end of its route. Athena has completed around 90% of its tunnel from Goudi to Evangelismos. Starting at the Katehaki shaft, the machine passed through Goudi, Zographou, Ilyssia, Panepistimiopoli and Kessariani and is expected to emerge shortly at the Evangelismos shaft, where it will be dismantled. A second tunnel boring machine, Niki, is advancing from the opposite direction. Beginning at the Veikou shaft, it has completed about 37% end of its 7-kilometer route. Niki will continue through Kypseli, Dikastyria, Alexandras, Exarchia, Akademia and Kolonaki before meeting the completed tunnel at Evangelismos. At the same time, construction is underway at 11 of the line's 15 stations, as well as at key shafts and the new Operations Control Center in Seporia. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.